Do tell us more about the Scarlet Pimpernel, Sir Percy. All Paris is talking about him.
Nothing more to tell, my dear Suzanne, except that he and his band of friends have sworn to save as many as they can from Madame the Guillotine.
At least tell us who he is.
Sink me, mademoiselle, if I knew that, I'd be the toast of London. What? That would seem to be the mystery.
What exactly is a Scarlet Pimpernel, Sir Percy?
Nothing more than a humble wayside flower. Rather common, in point of fact.
Still, what's in a name? Surely the deeds of the man speak for themselves.
I only wish there were more like him.
Odds fish, my dear, one is quite enough. Fellow's already made life damned inconvenient for the rest of us.
Inconvenient?
Why, yes, indeed, ma'am. Because of this Pimpernel chapper, your revolutionary guards suspect anyone who looks or even sounds remotely English. Sink me. This whole revolution of yours is monstrous, intolerable.
Please don't credit us with this madness. The revolution itself may have started as a noble enterprise. This...
Yet we did bring it on ourselves, Papa. We, the French aristocracy, with all our arrogance and excesses.
I fear my daughter does our class an injustice. Most of us are decent men, quite innocent. It is only a few who are guilty of any serious offense.
Yet the innocent are being dragged down with the guilty. There is no reason given or needed. Our world is topsy-turvy, Sir Percy.
Then why do we look the other way and pretend that nothing is happening, while brave men like this Scarlet Pimpernel do our work for us? Only today, for example, our friends, the Count and Countess de Beaulieu, as well as their only son.
Oh, Henri, no. Not the Beaulieu.
Calm yourself, my dear. All three were spared at the last minute, thanks to the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Oh, thank heaven. God bless the Scarlet Pimpernel, whoever he may be. Surely he must be an angel in disguise.
Amen. Pull up over there.
My dear Marquis, considering the offences, don't you think that your methods are slightly harsh?
That revolutionary seduced my daughter, Baron de Batz. Drive on.
I say. Hey, look. It would seem your friend is in distress. To the rescue. Yours, I believe. My dear chap. A little cognac, I think.
I call upon you now, revenge my wrong. Your favors will be measured by your rage.
Marguerite, it's Armand. He's been hurt.
Hurt?
There's a man outside with a carriage. He wants us to go with him. What can we do?
I must go to him at once.
What about the rest of the play?
My dear Louise, this is the chance every understudy dreams of.
No, I can't. I'm not ready. You'll be superb.
But not too superb, I trust. Right now, into your costume. I must hurry to Armand.
Marguerite? My poor Armand. What happened to you?
Two men out of the darkness. If it hadn't been for this gentleman...
My brother and I are indebted to you, monsieur. Monsieur?
Sir Percy Blakeney, mademoiselle. Although anyone would have done as much.
If you think that, monsieur, you do not know Paris well.
Who were these men that attacked you, my darling?
They were sent by the Marquis de Saint-Cyr. I recognize his carriage. No doubt to teach me a lesson.
As God is my witness, one day I will repay the Marquis for this. Come, my darling, let's get you home to bed. Do you think you can?
Thank you. I'm quite all right now.
Rather a harsh lesson. I trust the offense warranted the punishment.
My brother is young and hot-blooded, monsieur. His heart too often leads his head. I fear he had the impudence to fall in love with Saint-Cyr's daughter.
His love, too. A crime in France these days.
Only if the lady is an aristocrat. And her father considers a simple bourgeois not fit to breathe the same air that they do. If you will excuse me, I must attend to my brother.
Wait! Will I not see you again?
My brother and I are having a small soiree at our home in the Rue de Richelieu on Sunday next. If you are free.
For such an invitation, mademoiselle, I shall make myself free.
Sunday next, then. Number 27.
Congratulations. Wonderful.
Congratulations, my dear.
Your play's a great success, we hear. Sold out every night.
Isn't it amazing? I was sure no one would come.
Oh, what nonsense. All Paris adores you.
Oh, my dear, have you heard the news? News? Everybody's talking about it. There were over 20 executions in the Place de la Grève today.
23, to be precise.
Paul!
My dearest, I've only just been able to tear myself away.
Oh, you look so tired. Come, let's have some champagne.
Did you say there were 23 executions today, Sherman?
To be precise, and there will be more every day, until the committee has purged the Republic of the last corrupt aristocrat.
Not another speech, Sherman. This is what I have to listen to all day now, my dear.
All day?
I'm afraid so. This young idealist has just become my assistant, so he has no choice.
You must be Paul Chauvelin.
Chief agent for the Committee of National Security at your service. Mademoiselle?
You have the honor of addressing Louise Langer of the National Theatre.
But of course. You're Marguerite's new understudy.
I gather you're responsible for the arrest and execution of all these undesirable aristocrats.
That is a small part of my duties, mademoiselle.
The other is making long, boring speeches at social functions like this.
Well, now you will have the opportunity to learn how to make boring speeches, too. Very well. Just for this once, I will overcome my usual patriotic zeal and confine myself to a simple toast to the Republic. The Republic. The Republic. The Republic. It seems the Baron de Batz does not share our enthusiasm for the toast. Perhaps he is not a friend of the Republic.
Oh, on the contrary, my dear Chauvelin. I may be an Austrian by nationality and an aristocrat by birth, but I can assure you that I am a very good friend of the Republic.
I believe rather that the Baron is a friend of profit, willing to sell his allegiance to the highest bidder.
It would appear, mademoiselle, that my presence here this evening is giving you distress. I shall cause you no further embarrassment, and I shall bid you good evening.
This just shows how vigilant we must be. We have to root out the enemies in our midst. We never know where they might strike next. But if blood has to be shed, no one, I promise you, regrets it more than I do.
The Dauphin is to be held prisoner in the temple. Saint-Cyr.
Ah, there you are.
How could you be so rude?
To de Batz.
He was a guest in my home.
An unworthy guest. The man is suspected of selling secret information to the Austrian government.
Then why haven't you arrested him?
Because, my dear, he also sells secret information about the Austrians to us.
You've executed men for less.
Revolutions are never bloodless. This brief reign of terror will purge the land.